A shrub rose up for you next, which I really enjoy. A beautiful and very different cream colour. This is Litchfield Angel, bred and introduced by David Austin Roses in 2006. Again, it is a very useful shrub once you know how to handle it. It reaches around 4.5 to 5 feet, and much like some of the other ones I'm saying you need to know how to handle, it is quite a floppy shrub. Very informal, so great for my cottage garden style here. However, if you think it's going to be tidy, you really want to think again about your choices and really give it some support, because it really does flop out. It produces a multitude of very tall, elegant arching stems which reach 4.5 to 5 feet, bearing really lovely, heavy cream blooms. The buds themselves have a very peachy tinge to them and a slight dash of pink running out the upside. And then you have this wonderful bloom. I'm going to take this out here. Wonderful flower, which is a really deep, heavy cream. Very full in its formation. You can see it really is very pleasant. The petals, this one is not quite fully open, but the petals eventually will arch right the way back, forming a lovely domed shaped sort of peony flower. It's supposed to have some scent, but I've never really noticed whether this flower has a great deal of scent. Mind you, I do have it planted towards the back of a border because of its actual size and its habit. It has the most wonderful dark green foliage, and that combined with those long, graceful arching stems make it a really good plant for mixing in with other things. I've got this planted with a stilby, Alchemilla mollis and phlox, and it kind of almost rambles about in the back of the border, poking its beautiful, lovely double cream flowers out in different places. So it's very informal and gets on well with really everybody else. The other nice thing about this particular rose, Litchfield Angel, will flower in virtually full shade. This plant is planted in full sun, but I have heard rumours of this flowering really well in sort of 3 to 4 hours worth of sunlight a day. So if you have an aspect in your garden, maybe on north or east elevation where you're looking for a really lovely pop of colour, Litchfield Angel might be a rose that you want to have a look at. The other nice thing about this is it is virtually thornless. You can see on this lovely long stem here, this bloom is standing on a stem of around 12 inches, no thorns whatsoever. So it makes it absolutely perfect for bringing into the house and cutting for a vase. It's really easy to handle. Now this bloom is a little on the heavy side. It's been raining heavily here, which is why I've picked it and brought it into the house for you to review. But Litchfield Angel for the back of a border or in a shady place is a rose that you really should consider. Beautiful, heavy, dark green flowers, informal habit, producing probably 2 or 3 rounds of blooms per year. I'm not going to say this is free flowering, and I'm not going to say this is going to flower all the way through the season. It stops and starts, it takes a break, it then moves on to another flush of flowers. So it reliably has at least 2, sometimes 3 flushes of flowers during the whole season. But Litchfield Angel is a really good shrub for bringing into the house, cutting for a vase, popping into a shady place, or even planting in the back of a border. A really lovely one, and a very different colour for the white roses marketed by David Austin Roses.